Did you say drinky poo too?
I did.
I said drinky poo.
We're not sponsored by anybody, so.
I had one of those already. That's
Dude, the watermelon is good. It tastes straight up like Bubblicious.
watermelon's the
The watermelon's fucking delicious.
watermelon's the cookie.
Oh, look. There's a barbecue truck at Mud Buddies this weekend. All right. So, welcome everybody to this installment, this episode.
This episode, Full Send Off-Road Podcast.
Yeah, see? Zach's got it down. You'll notice we got somebody different other than Aaron. Aaron will be here whenever he fucking decides to get here. He's busy out in the shop. Zach's going to join us for this episode. Appreciate it, Zach. Been trying to get you on here for a while. He's a good friend of ours, and then he engages with the podcast quite a bit and gives us some pointers and stuff. So, let's go.
Avid listener.
This is true. All right. So,
While we're waiting on Captain Slow.
right? Yeah. Speak of which, I'm a little irritated. Well, not irritated, just a little disappointed. Let's go with disappointed. Nobody came up to me at River Run and told me Aaron's nickname, so nobody got a free hat.
Nobody got a free hat. And it's not that the people didn't listen. It was that they were guessing wrong names.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we had a couple people guess the wrong name, but yeah, I was a little disappointed. Just a little bit.
Well, that's okay, because I just said his nickname.
Yeah. Well, maybe next
time there's a giveaway. Somebody can get a free hat.
So, other than that, yeah, we were at River Run this weekend. Past weekend for Mud and Fairy Cure. Had a blast. Absolute awesome time.
Good time.
I would show some videos or pictures up on the TV, but unfortunately, I don't have my external hooked up. That has all 109 videos and pictures on it, just from the big tire. That's not counting.
I got some videos and stuff too, but it's not the same angle that you got.
Right.
I didn't have VIP access.
I didn't have VIP. Don't let anybody fool you. I didn't have VIP access.
Well, you were able to go where other medias couldn't go.
I have tried really hard to make sure that I have inserted myself into certain spots to get access to those areas.
Yeah, and it's really picking up, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and shout out to the guys over at Battle of the Builds, Alan Booty, Simon, Jeff, Austin.
Austin's cool. I met Alan.
Yeah.
Alan's awesome.
Yeah.
Angel too. She's
Angel.
Cool.
Alan couldn't do it without Angel. That's right. I'm calling you out.
Those are some good people there.
Yeah. Dude, they put on an awesome show, and they run a tight ship. They do a great job. So, is that Aaron? Does he want to join us now? Oh, he wants to join us.
Hello, Captain Slow.
What up, bitches?
Womp womp.
Yeah. Pull up a chair.
We already started?
We already started.
We're live. We're going.
We're not live.
Yeah, we're not live.
Well, me and Mike's hot.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Mike is hot.
So, for anybody going to OPE 2025,
Ooh.
We have some ideas. It's not 100%, but we've got some ideas being thrown around and some plans of going live during the event. And I have full intentions of going live during the event, having conversations with some of the industry leaders, and having a good time, and letting anybody who wants to watch get a if they didn't make it, they'll get a feel for it. Yeah, slide into frame, fool.
Hi, welcome back.
I don't even know if you're in frame, so let me check that.
Probably not.
So the thing about
You are in frame. Scoot a little bit more though.
Gotta get all of
You lay on top of him. Get
all
after
this
it.
space.
Get after
You're
it.
my bubble.
Yeah, you're in frame though. So.
Oh, this is as good as it's getting today.
Yeah, no, dude. Like, I'm excited for OPE. I'm already starting to plan for it. So, I do want to go live. Like, that's the plan. The plan is to go live, multiple cameras. I want to go Facebook Live. I want to go YouTube Live, and I want to go TikTok Live. So, multiple camera angles, and just sit down, bullshit, and catch people as they walk by.
That'd be cool.
I think it'll be a good time. And let us know if you guys want to see that. So,
also, I think if you haven't been to OPE yet, it's worth the trip.
so much fun.
You need to go. It's a great time. Not only is there the Off-Road Products Expo, which we shorten OPE a lot, people don't know what it stands for. There's a lot of cool things in Hot Springs, Arkansas. You can straight up go full on tourist, and it's a lot of amenities.
We plan on it.
Yeah, well, we're actually going to go a day early.
I plan on going a day early. Yes.
Yeah, I think we are too.
But to get back to it, like I said, the guys over at Battle of the Builds, Alan, Aaron knows Alan. They're phenomenal people. They run a tight ship. They put on a great show at River Run. That was one of the better events I think that I've been to, as far as structure.
It was
Like
hot,
it's smooth.
too.
It seems smooth.
It was very
yeah.
smooth. It was
They
very
definitely
tough
know
to
what
do.
they're doing. They did filming of season 2 Mud Madness. While we were there at River Run, they were doing that filming. That was a good time seeing all the film crew out there, and Randy.
Talking to those guys.
Yeah, you had Randy, you had AJ, you had Josh, you had Megan, Bryce, and his wife Paige. They were all out there, so getting to see them and interacting with them was a good time. So, just if you get a chance to go to one of those events, just go. Just go. And I mean, I've got it pulled up right now. The next one for Battle of the Builds is going to be at River Run again. It's November 8th through the 10th. That's going to be their finals.
This
So
is February.
Yeah, how about you click on the one that says November 8th through 10th?
I pointed to the one at the bottom.
There you go.
Sorry.
We can do it.
That's a good sized park too. That was my first time at River Run.
And they announced who's going to be River Run announced who's going to be playing, because they also have concerts. Let's see, do I still have it pulled up? I do not have it pulled up. Take 2 seconds here.
So who do they?
Do I not know where search is? Because apparently I don't know where search is.
I'm not gonna help you.
Yeah.
What's also cool, there was a lot of food stands there.
River Run always has food stands
Yes.
there, so that's one thing I
had some
do
awesome tacos.
like about
Yeah, that's right.
do like about River Run, because there's always food. There's always food there. So
Who gave out the free tacos and tequila?
That was Eduardo, Monster Regan Off Road.
Monster Eating Off Road.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can tell you now, because of his tacos and margaritas, outstanding guy. Outstanding. They were awesome.
I knew that was coming.
6 tacos.
Oh, dude, they do that. I want to say he's done it every year, or since he's started doing it at Mud and Fur Cure, and it's dude, they're great margaritas.
Great.
You have to be careful.
They're a little sneaky.
They're a little sneaky, and then they are awesome fucking tacos. So them Dirty Roses, I thought you might see that and go.
I want to go
Yeah,
now.
I knew that. Yeah.
It's the weekend of
Uh-huh.
Bruce's stuff.
Yeah, we can't go. Yeah, we'll be in Cleveland,
Son of a bitch.
I don't even know if I'm working.
which is only.
You're not
I mean,
working.
I mean, technically,
You're
it's
back
only,
that weekend.
no.
You get
His
back on the
his schedule changed.
No,
No,
I'm back on
we
the
had
5th
already
then.
talked.
Way
ahead of you.
Go back to your LS. Nothing. You notice he didn't say shit. I mean, Bruce's is only a couple hours away from River Run.
I know.
I already told him, how about I bring the buggy? And he
And
flat-
my shit will be ready by
and
then.
he flat told me no. He's like, don't you fucking dare. He's like, don't you even think about
Just
showing
park
up.
out on the road, just
Yeah.
peek up over the fence.
I'm
What up?
here!
Yeah, that's right.
So, so it's live in concert, Them Dirty Roses and Joey Greer. That'll be a good show. It will. They had Uncle Cracker. We didn't even go.
No, we were too ate up with other activities.
It was a good time. It was a blast.
Hey, Larry Oaks.
Yep.
He's a good announcer. He really kept the crowd engaged.
Yep. So it was a good time. It was a blast. And that's one thing I like about River Run too. They're open 7 days a week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, except for Thanksgiving Day and Christmas because
Well,
they're closed through 16th through the 27th, 26th.
I might want to go on like a weekday when there's hardly nobody.
That's just it though. Like if you go up there on an off weekend, like non-event,
It's not packed.
kind of like going to Sabine on an off event. Like there's people there, but the park's so big, you
Yeah.
don't see anybody.
How it was when we got on the trails and we really didn't see anybody because everybody was down at the High Line or down at the events.
Yeah.
Like that's how it is on an off weekend. Like
Because we've been
you
to
can
River
ride
Run on
around
off
and
weekends.
you'll run into people, but you just, hey, how you doing on the trail and keep rolling. So like I want to go back on an off weekend. I've been planning on going back on an off.
I'll go on an off weekend. The event, it was elbows to elbows with in the common areas. There's a lot of people. Trails wasn't that bad because
No.
I guess everybody's partying.
Yeah, but you had a good time though, right?
It was still a good time. I'm not even a people person. I still had a good time in
All
River
right.
Run.
All right,
Oh, we talking about Lost Riders?
not yet. We are going to bring that up.
Scott's cool.
Scott is cool. Jessica's cool too.
Well, yeah, I didn't talk to her very much.
She almost lost her dog to many a people.
Weenie was going to get stolen. It wasn't even her dog. It was her daughter's dog.
Yeah, and so many people wanted to fucking steal that dog.
That was a cute dog.
So I'm only bringing this up. We've already had this conversation, but I'm bringing it up again because, Chris decided to go pull the trigger.
Chris.
That's who bought the UT10.
The UT10.
Oh,
The new Segway. His new Segway.
I'm a little jealous. A little bit. Being able to ride in one now and actually put hands on it and check it out, I'm a little impressed.
I was even more impressed because I got to drive it.
Yeah. I'm a little impressed. Like,
I was
not anticipating
I
the
didn't-
power.
I didn't have high hopes for it. Like I wasn't. I was really skeptical. I'll just put it that way.
It looks just like that. Well, except for it had full doors.
Yeah.
So he got the UT10 Crew Premium.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I was surprised the lower control arms in the rear are boxed factory.
Right? I saw that too. So what I'm seeing difference from the premium is the size of the tire, and
doors.
So, like, I'm just
Like the under seat storage and stuff is super cool. The seats are comfortable.
the
It's-
getting in and out is easy.
Like driving it, I was actually really impressed on how well it pulls.
I like the styling of the cage, it having a little bit slanted front end with the flat
Mhm.
rear. I'm still not a huge fan of the front end.
That's literally my only complaint.
And
And it's
just-
not even a complaint. It's just something that
aesthetic.
doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah, it's
If they would have come out a little more,
pronounced.
no, not even pronounced. Instead of taking that deep dive off the hood,
That's
they would have came out a little more flatter. I think it would have looked a little better.
That's it. It's
other than
it's
that,
the deep dive.
I was impressed with the ride quality of it. It doesn't. The drivetrain is a little noisy in it.
Yeah, but
But
it's trade-offs.
I want to play devil's advocate here about the styling on the hood.
Mhm.
And I just to have some back and forth on it. It is a really deep dive, but what is this front end? How does it displace water if you dive into a hole? What if that's designed to fan out away from you
Well,
because it is so deep?
well, you just said it though. You're playing devil's advocate here. Like you don't know. That's
I don't know.
Yeah.
People need
I
to
don't
buy
know
more.
why it does that. I didn't even click on the supervillain.
it's got true 4-wheel drive with
Can you
turf.
lock the front differential?
But so the turf mode, it's not like what's in the Defenders and the Rangers.
Mhm.
It's actually got a real locking differential in it.
Okay.
So it's got a true locker in the rear. So that's super cool. And we were talking earlier, so I made a comment about the electronic power steering.
I'm really interested in the power steering.
It's got adjustable, and I would assume it's like comfort would be super easy steering. Standard would be your normal steering, what you would see in a side by side, and then sport would be a little
probably
bit
tighter.
It's probably a little bit tighter for. Basically, you're taking power away from the power steering to give it the feel of being tighter at higher speeds.
But so here's my question. Here's my question.
It's actually a super cool idea if whether you're slow crawling, doing technical stuff on the trails,
right,
or if you're blazing through the desert. You know what I mean?
So here's what I guess. What's the point of doing something like that in a utility?
That was the exact thing I was going to say. Why do you need the power steering?
All right, so
I can see the adjustability being comfort versus standard for. All right, I'm completely empty. We're just cruising. Let's put it in comfort. It's steer with one finger.
Okay, I can steer with one finger.
Loaded down trailer behind it or something like that. Keep it in standard. But a sport mode, it's a utility. Like what? I don't see the point.
Okay,
of,
so
you're not racing it. It's not. You're not racing. So why would you need that tight steering?
Because it would be easier to implement that because it's probably the same thing that you get in the Villain.
Okay,
you're the same system.
Why are you thinking logically? This is not a podcast to think logically. This is a podcast to talk shit.
No, but I like it. If you build one system, let's just put it in all three buggies.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, that's probably it.
I'll
winning.
I'll accept your reality. I don't have to like it.
And it's just another feature you can add to. Hey, look, if you want a utility, it's also got this.
Yeah,
right.
Right.
Like I said, we talked a little bit about the Segway last week. Or the last episode.
Did they get a U-Haul trailer for that? They did.
And it's like the remote start, the app.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's got remote start on it. The whole
start with an app.
Yes.
There's the app.
So like it's got all kinds of cool features and for the price that you can get these things at.
Dude.
I mean, that's cool and all, but I'm going to be mad if I try to flex on somebody and remote start my buggy and I'm at River Run and I have no service.
I'm going to be more mad that I look embarrassed.
Yeah. Hey guys, watch this remote start and it just does nothing. What?
I think it's more of a Bluetooth feature versus over the cellular network.
Okay, so
I don't know. Is it?
Be like, hey,
I didn't see that it was remote start. I can see EPS app settings.
Hit the dot at the bottom underneath the phones.
Does it do it? Right there. Start navigating. Offline map and wireless team up.
Yeah,
okay,
no, I'm not seeing.
Telephono.
Real-time driving status, telephone, global full band, offline map, wireless, multimedia, Bluetooth.
What's the airlock thing?
It's kind of like that CF Moto. I wonder if it's that CF Moto, like that CF Moto deal. You can lock it out.
Even if somebody has a key?
Anyway,
yeah,
so
I'm wondering if you can lock it out.
The airlock
I don't know.
can unlock.
You'd really have to look into it, which...
EPS app settings. I think, but what I was getting at, though, is a lot of these features...
What are you getting at, Aaron?
A lot of these features that you're getting, your dick. A lot of these features that you're getting for a... we're talking $16,000, $17,000.
No, bites the dust.
For, like, you're getting a sound machine...
Well,
I think 100 that's 105 horsepower.
I think he said 105 horsepower.
105.
So 105 horsepower. I think that's pretty close to leading industry standard for the UTVs.
So we're in Texas.
Is it bad that I always wanted to try an actual Segway? Like
so we're in Texas. I'm gonna go to a dealer just to kind of get what a dealer's putting down, right?
You can't do Ride Now.
Why not?
Because Ride Now is overpriced on everything.
Just bear with me here.
I plead the fifth.
I don't know because I've never looked at their stuff. So
I've looked at Ride Now shit.
It ain't just their stuff. It's like when you call and compare, like, is this the first person you're getting a quote from or whatever? And
Oh
They-
well,
they
I
start with that.
You're right. And to be honest with you, they don't even have Segway on there, so I don't even know why they're popping up. When I put it in.
There is a Segway dealer.
New Braunfels.
New Braunfels. Is it Woods?
No,
We were talking about that, and I'm not
and
100%.
I don't think it's Woods. I think it's the next dealership down that does Honda.
Okay. Anyway. All right. So right now, we're not an advocate for Segway. I'm just that's fresh in my mind because Chris bought one and I looked at it.
Okay.
0.99%, 36 months, or $3,000 off. Right now.
Good deal.
$19,000 for the premium.
Wow. There's no reason to not get a premium. The doors alone make it worth it.
Yeah, you go
And you get a bigger wheel and tire package.
Right. Out of the gate.
And they're 30s. 30s. You go anywhere else and try to put metal doors like that, full metal doors like that, and they're trimmed out nice. Like
And
the
that-
latches and everything. You're looking at $1,000 on doors. So
And that
super villain.
What? Get a price.
you probably got to submit information.
I want one. All
But
right,
shit.
look, UT10S.
That's the base model. $12,000.
That's just a single cab though. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's ridiculous. There's a camo one. How much is that?
14.8.
But it's got full doors on it. You know, like you'd be stupid not to.
There's your crew without the non-premium, 16. It's a $3,000 difference. Bigger wheels and tires and doors.
Why does that one say $40,000?
Why is this $40,000? 741. Why?
There's got to be something.
I don't think
Lifetime
that's
Or
powertrain warranty.
It could be a what you call it?
Dude, this dealer puts lifetime warranty on theirs. I'll always pay attention to that.
16.5.
That's on a 24, not a 25.
Yeah, but it's still full doors, bigger
Yeah.
tires. Like
It's
On
still
sale.
It's new.
Yeah.
I bought new old.
But that's
Okay.
that's what I'm saying though is like it's not much difference between a 24 and a 25.
like I would buy a crew for that price. Like that's a good price.
Especially if also you need the dump bed and you need a utility machine.
Like what you get for bang for buck, and we've said it before, bang for buck. I would be looking if you're looking at buying a brand new machine. I would be looking at Segway and CF Moto.
Yeah. 14.3 for a crew.
Okay, so devil's advocate here. How much is the same, say, Can-Am Defender rig the same?
All right, so we got an idea of what the crew premium, right? We got an
19
idea.
new.
Okay, so as a matter of fact, I think I brought up CF Motos. So let's compare CF Moto first. Right.
You just want to get a CF Moto sponsorship.
So the
I would love-
U-Force XL1000.
would it be the XL or just the U-Force U10?
No, it'd be the U10
U10.
Pro.
Right?
So full doors.
That's a cool looking machine.
Mm-hmm.
U10 Pro, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Starts at 18.9.
It's right around the same price.
The one that they're showing with the camo, it's 19.5, 19.4.
But both of these come with winches.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, most of them come
Bigger
factory
tires.
with bigger tires, winch, stuff like that. And a lot of them are now like the U-Force is push button,
Mhm.
just like the Segway. It's gonna have a similar screen, but it's not gonna be as big of a screen. The Segway comes with a large
I
touch
think
screen
the tablet. It's like that.
and a digital display for your
Yeah, for your
dash,
your
your
dash.
gauges and stuff.
Instrument
So
cluster.
it's not one and they put everything in one. They have the tablet and then they have. So
Yeah, that's a full LCD instrument
Just-
display. It's badass.
just
It's
to
just
get
like the tablet.
just to get an eye, here's
And we keep calling it a tablet. It's not a tablet because it's not removable.
right.
I mean,
But-
I got a reciprocating saw that can remove anything.
Right.
So here's
but for the price that you would pay for a CF Moto,
What is that? It's got a little antenna on the hood.
it's because it comes standard with a radio.
What?
Look at the
CF
speakers in
Moto,
the back. Speakers are in the back.
the CF Moto and the Segway, you could buy either one of those machines, outfit it, and still be less than what you would pay for a Ranger or a Defender,
100%.
I like that.
and have more options on it.
and it's 3-cylinder.
Okay, but
But it's only 88 horsepower.
It's only
where
88 horsepower.
The Segway was 105. So I mean, you have your advantages, disadvantages, but like we saw with the CF Moto, you've seen it, I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
They are in the process
HVAC's coming.
of bringing the HVAC here. The HVAC's already in Australia. Oh, you're in trouble.
bruh.
Breath. So, all right, we're at 19. Let's just call it 19 for your base models. All right, so I thought I had Can-Am pulled up, but I guess not.
Yeah, I feel
Canned ham.
A rant or a tangent.
Slightly.
Fun fact: do you know why it's called Can-Am?
Canadian American.
Canadian American. Not a lot of people know that. Do you know why it's BRP? Bombardier Racing Products.
Yes. It's Bombardier.
Is it Bombardier?
It's Bombardier.
I'm American. I speak in bald
It's
eagles.
Bombardier. That's speaking bald eagles. Freedom fractions.
I speak and we went to the moon.
Fucking retarded. All right, so Defender.
The Death Ender.
Starting.
That's probably a was it HD5 they'll go down to?
HD7.
That's an HD7. They got,
Yeah,
I
so
think
you
they got
need
rid
to-
of the 5s, right?
You need to look at the HD10s because that's what's comparable.
Working on it.
We're looking at the 1000 cc
Mhm.
utility
Okay,
machine.
so let's go. I'm working on it. Don't rush perfection.
Because it would be like DPS.
Don't rush.
Oh man, I don't want you to get mad because we're going to start seeing.
No, I'll go on another rant.
No.
Motherfuckers.
Calm down.
So you already got me fucking all
We got.
jacked
We,
up.
so we have to look at a 6-seater because that's what the other one was.
Right.
Full doors, right?
Full
Try to find something with full doors
and power steering.
and power steering.
With a winch.
That would be like your XTs.
The Lone Star.
It's at
Lone
least
Star
got
comes with a winch. The XT comes with a winch. So let's start with the XT because the XT is going to be a winch, bigger tires, wheel package,
There's no door.
but no doors. But it's still 21. Starting. You get to the max limited, you're looking at 33 for the full doors, but that's HVAC.
Man, HVAC's nice.
So XMR with half doors, 28.
But it's snorkel. The other ones aren't snorkel. You can't. You know, you're looking at apples and Cheerios here. Those are cool. They had one of those at the River Run. That Pro XT, that real long bed.
he had a jib in the back for towing.
Well, no, the jib, but I was talking about the Park Rescue.
Oh yeah.
That was cool. They had it set up for they had the grab bags on the side
Mm-hmm.
and the stretcher in the middle, is all where you can strap it down. That was
Nice.
cool.
Yeah, the fire department, EMS. So
Like your closest is going to be the Max XT
or the
I think
Lone
so.
Star,
or the Lone Star.
To do it properly, you have to add the price of doors.
and you're still So
and
let's say
Can-Am's doors are not cheap.
let's say it's an XT. Well, I'll just do it right now.
I'll look. Well, I was going to look it
I
up.
can fit it out. Look, building price.
Okay, yeah, but you can do that.
We'll go with the black, and then we'll just go to the accessories, right? So, do we want to add the audio?
No.
Well,
Well, the Segway doesn't come with it, but the CF Moto does.
I'll leave the audio out. Just do
Okay.
do your doors. We'll keep it close to apples.
So, front right door trim,
If we do that, can we get the tires bigger?
Yeah,
front deluxe full
Which ones,
doors,
bigger tires?
not full doors. You want the half doors.
They call them half.
front deluxe half doors.
$1,800.
No, $2,400
For the deluxe. That's a comparable door.
Oh, that's not even like the. Okay, yeah, that's about the same. $4,000.
It's got the winch on it. It's got aftermarket wheels. Or got
So-
the premium wheels
So
on it.
essentially, that's it.
Yeah, and it's what?
Pretty close, but the tires are still smaller. Those are,
27
I
Yeah.
know. The other ones are
without the
30s.
bigger tires.
Yeah, so you're looking at $27,000. That's $7,000 you could put towards a CF Moto or a Segway and accessories.
And here's the real question. All right, so the Segway is 105. The CF Moto was 88.
This is.
I don't even know what the Defender is.
I believe the Defender is right around that 90 horsepower. 80
okay.
to 90 horsepower.
So, apples to apples, bang for buck. Segway CF Moto.
That's what I would say.
I think
As
Segway
far
takes
as
the cake because that's 105 horsepower.
is
I mean, you can look, but I don't think these have a 100 horsepower.
no, I think they're in that 80 to 90 horsepower range, if I'm not mistaken.
Wrong button.
Wrong lever, Kronk.
Scroll up a little bit, Alex. And then
HD7 is 52 horsepower.
No.
What's
Where it
it
says
there?
torque. Scroll up
52 horsepower.
above the picture. It says torque. All right.
Turf mode. So it does have turf mode. Does the CF Moto have a turf mode?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know if it's a true locker like the
Segway.
The Segway is.
We'll just click on the Defender Max real quick. So
Spec
the HD7 is 52 horsepower. I didn't really want to download it, but
You don't have to say
yeah, there we go. HD 965 HD. So you can only get the regular Defender Max at HD7, HD9.
It's not an HD10. They don't come in 1000s.
Hold on. That's just the max. That's not the max limited or anything. So let's just click on the limited because the motor's not going to change much.
82 horsepower.
82 horsepower.
So they both beat Can-Am in horsepower.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like the CF Moto though because it comes with a little sound system. That matters a lot.
It does, unless you plan on building it yourself and whatnot.
Well, you can even build off it.
Yeah,
Like I did
well,
on the
y'all
Kawasaki.
bought the KRX with the sound system, and look how that turned out.
Well, we don't have to talk about it.
It's not something you want to talk
We don't
about.
have to talk about it.
Yeah, it's not something you want to talk about. Like I said, with Chris getting it and seeing it in person, laying hands on it, I was a little impressed. That was my deal on that. Now, this is the big point that I wanted to bring up. And before we do,
Oh, the Yamaha.
yeah, well, we'll just let that marinate for a second. So before we do, I want to bring this up.
Tires that size.
We are now ambassadors for the Lost Riders app.
That was part of
I really want to thank Scott and Jessica for asking us to do this for them. If you haven't used the Lost Riders app, go check it out. They have it on the Apple Store and the Android Store. It's an app for all the parks. They've mapped the parks, so all the trails and everything. With us being ambassadors, if you use the promo code FULLSEND, you will get a 7-day free trial, and everything that comes off of using that promo code helps the podcast. So if you're looking for an app to help you out while you're on the trails, to understand where the trails are going, give you an idea of how bad the trail might be, people have laid comments on it. Check out the Lost Riders app on Android and Apple. So that's where we're at on that one.
Well, so that's not even the coolest part about Lost Riders. Can I say this part?
Yeah, go ahead.
The coolest part about this app is, have you ever been out? Aaron, you weren't there. Have you ever been out and
You weren't there.
let's say you were a little bit toasty or whatever, and you might
I
have been,
might be done.
well, no, but you were a little toasty and you're riding the back of the line or whatever, and you kind of got left, and you was like, I'm gonna go in this little hole right here, and you get stuck, and now you're by yourself, and you get your winch out, and you're like, oh, I got it, and you put your winch around the tree, right, and then you burn your winch up, and now you're stuck, and this happened to us. We were at Sabine, 6 miles from a crow's eye view. You have no cell phone service, and you're like, what do I do? What do you do?
Drop a pin.
No, I tell you what you do. If you have the Lost Riders, if you have the Lost Riders app, it doesn't use cellular service after you download it. You know when your phone has no service, it says SOS. It goes off the satellite. The app has access to bounce off the satellite, and you can put an SOS, and it'll pin exactly where you're at, and other people in the park can see, there's a SOS here. Let's go help this guy out. Somebody be on their way. That's the coolest thing about it.
That is pretty cool.
You're not stuck by yourself.
Well, I'm always stuck by myself,
Okay, well.
so
Well, so
It
absolutely,
That
100%.
is cool.
That is phenomenal. They don't just cover Texas trails; they cover parts
there's
all
nation-
over. I'm currently scrolling through right now, and it's showing.
nothing.
Shut up.
It's showing nothing.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
Let me
hang
get-
on a second.
Hold on. There. Is that better? Smart ass.
Look, it's showing you the trails.
Yeah, it shows you the trails. It's marked. Features, certain features, like if there's a waterfall, stuff like that, you can mark. There's marked
That's
features.
cool. And the other thing that I've noticed, because I'm assuming you got the Hatfield McCoy trail system.
Yeah,
right? Is
that's
that
what
you
that's
use
what's
that
pulled
on?
up right now.
It's actually so the nice thing with the Hatfield McCoy trail system and a lot of trail systems on the East Coast are that way. That you're having to ride roads between the trails, so it's showing gas stations, so on and so forth, like that too. So you can fill up before you hit the next trailhead.
I like that they have different color codes for trails. So as it shows, the black one's the most difficult. So if you're not an experienced rider, if you're setting on like Zach, for instance, is rolling on 31s. He's not like us. We're rolling on 40s. He's
Okay,
not.
I'm smaller than you. It's fine.
Well, I'm just saying it's. You're not going to go for the most difficult trail because you're just not sure. If you're not sure about it, it'll let you know, hey, this trail isn't a black diamond. It's not something that you need 40-inch tires, definite winch. It's something you can look at and go, I'm going to hit this trail, this trail. It gives you a way to plan your day.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you're not in the dark at 2:00 in the morning, and all of a sudden you have to climb this mountain that appeared out of nowhere and you can never find again.
Right.
Like that one time.
mm-hmm.
And you can record your rides.
That's also
So-
cool.
Yeah. So, we've seen the Ride Command where people track their riding and
Well,
whatnot.
we've used other apps too, other
Mhm.
free apps to track trails and stuff like that. And the free apps for that
they're
get-
limited.
You get
Yeah,
what you pay for.
They don't give you any features. And we looked into the Lost Riders a couple of years ago when we were at Mud Nats.
Mm-hmm.
And I've looked into others, and I'm really interested to try out the
Jessica?
Lost Riders app.
Is that Jessica right there?
That's Jessica right there. Bam. Go check them out on Facebook. If you're on the fence about looking for an app that helps you on the trails and whatnot, by all means, go check them out on Facebook. It's the Lost Riders. Once again, we're already following them. We are currently ambassadors. They've kind of hooked us up. Talked to them this weekend at River Run. And Jessica and them were really happy to see us out there, and they gave us a promo code. That promo code is full send. You use that promo code, you get a free 7 days. So next trail you decide, if you're going to Crosby this weekend, go check out Extreme. Hey, throw that promo code in, and there you go. You've got a map of the park. If you're deciding to go to River Run here in a few weeks for the Battle of the Builds finals, use code full send and you'll get free 7 days, and you get to use it at the park, see if you like it, and then continue to use it if you want to. If not,
Don't be like this guy and drive past the tree three damn times looking for camp.
right?
I didn't recognize that tree either.
I swear I've seen that tree before.
Who stopped it was a Cassandra. Like, we've seen this tree 3 times.
You drove past this tree 3 times.
I'm like, yeah, but that pile of cow shit looks different.
right.
I'm like, shut up, it's dark.
So, we talked about the Segway. We've talked about River Run.
Pull the Yamaha back up.
That's
hammer.
That's where we're headed next.
Yamaha's about to drop.
Because I didn't know anything about this until you brought it up earlier.
This is me.
I saw this the other day. I was simply browsing through, possible, what's coming up next. Google searching, following down the rabbit hole of, ooh, that looks interesting. This popped up on Reddit. You know how Reddit is? It's hearsay. It could be something. It's not something. We don't know. Who knows? I searched and found this. This is Ride Apart. This is their website, rideapart.com. Yamaha's working on a new 1000cc ATV. This is a patent that's been filed by Yamaha. This was posted May 23rd this year. So I haven't seen it until just recently. So is it one of those that's just now catching traction, or because other people have released, like Segway's released a new one, CF Moto released a new one, Can-Am just announced their new lineup. And they don't have any changes, but they announced their 2025 lineup and everything. So, is it time for everything to kind of start catching some traction? The only thing that I've read so far is they're using the power plant from the RMAX. 900 cc's, 999 cc's. It looks like they're aiming towards with that RMAX and the stylings of it so far, which we're not seeing any plastics. We're seeing a seat and
The
chassis and whatnot.
It still looks like it's CVT though. That looks like a clutch.
But it doesn't appear to be sport styled as far as like small tire, big tire, 2-wheel drive. It appears that it's going to be in the 4-wheel drive market. So, well, I don't know if it's utility. Are they going after the Renegade?
Well, that's what the deal. I
Or
was just
Scrambler?
reading when you scroll down, going after the Sportsman XP and the Renegade.
Yeah.
So, and as far as I'm concerned, going back on Yamaha stuff, Yamaha, as far as their 4-wheelers goes, they have the best clutches in the industry.
So, it's from the patent that I'm seeing, it's A-arm front end. I haven't seen much for the back end.
Well, scroll back down a little bit. Go back to that.
Scrotum down.
Right there. It's double wishbone suspension in the rear, too.
Yeah, because that looks like an A-arm right there.
So, no trailing arm.
Why would you have a trailing arm on a 4-wheeler?
Renegade does.
Can-Am's the only one that does it, and it's so short, it really doesn't make a difference. I've rode a Renegade.
CF Moto does.
I've rode a Renegade, and I've rode
Well, they did. I don't know if they still do.
Polaris with the independent suspension. I can't tell the difference because the trailing arm's so short.
So with the RMAX, if they decide that that's what they're going with, which is everything we're seeing, the RMAX is 108 horsepower, but are they going to detune it for the 4-wheeler? That's the question. Once again, this is literally patents, so there's no physical evidence of any of this going on yet. But
Give the people what they want.
I'm interested.
Yeah, because the Renegade's 90 something horsepower.
I thought it hit triple digits.
Yeah,
it might have.
You put it in that, but the second key, fucking unlimited or whatever the key is, because you get 2. Is it a sport key? I think it's a sport key.
All
that
I know
thing
is it's
crazy.
stupid.
Slim had that one, and I was like, I got on it, and I was like, nope, I don't need this.
Also, you can change the power modes on the handle.
Yeah, it's got a sport mode. It's got a but the key also unlocks, because the Speed UTV did the same thing. They did it with a speed key and a regular key. But
did anybody get a Speed UTV yet? A lot of people ordered them.
I have yet to see one in person.
They have been delivering. I haven't seen one in person yet, though. But they have been delivering.
I would like to get my hands on one to really give it a good look over.
There is a couple of dealerships that have some on the show floor.
Where?
Yeah,
California.
Oh, no, I'm not going to.
Both of us are like, oh.
I haven't seen anything local. It's been California, Arizona, like the Desert Riders.
Well, it's kind of what it's
geared towards.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 100% desert running dunes. Like I get it.
But we need to throw some portals on it, some 50s, and put it in a mud hole.
I mean, that's kind of what we do here.
Yeah,
that's kind of what we do here. So, I saw this, and I really wanted to bring it up. I know there's some Yamaha fans out there. I thought the YXZ, when it came out, was going to be a great machine. The whole clutching and paddle shifter. Like I was like,
cool.
I was like, oh, that's a race car right there. But that's it. Like, it came out, they said, all right, here it is, and that's it. There's, like, everybody else has developed more.
Yes.
And pushed the envelope more, and Yamaha just kind of went, here it is.
So I've noticed, and that's
and then they dropped the RMAX.
That's one of the things I've noticed with the Japanese manufacturers. They are kind of,
here it is.
Well, not only that, they're kind of so Can-Am and Polaris have kind of set the bar for machines.
Yeah.
And then the Japanese manufacturers,
Are kind of playing catch up.
Suzuki, Honda, Yamaha, Kawasaki, they're all.
I'm not. I
Kind
wouldn't.
of like-
I wouldn't even put Suzuki in the thought process.
Well, I'm just throwing it out there because they
It's a
still
name.
they build dirt bikes still.
Motorcycles too. I have
Yeah,
Suzuki.
so-
Well, yeah, but I'm
they
talking
just-
four wheeler game, side by side game. Suzuki's got King Quad,
Yeah,
but it's what 450.
I don't know.
Like,
I don't even know. But,
Suzuki's just they're not in the big bike game.
right, but
They're not in the side by side game.
but that's what I'm saying though is like the Japanese manufacturers were
Which
late to the party, and then
I'm
like don't get me wrong, they all build great machines. I'm not
Suzuki makes such good crotch rockets and stuff like you. I can
I'm
see
not
them-
dogging
I can see
on
them
their
putting that effort.
not
Can you
dogging
imagine
on the
a
machines,
Hayabusa
but
motor in a lightweight UTV. If Suzuki was like, you know what, guys,
I want the H2 and the KRX.
a
That's
supercharged
what I'm waiting on.
four-cylinder, Yeah.
So
That's all I want.
I
That's all I want for Christmas.
So
H2
there-
in the KRX.
there's an inherent problem with doing the whole Hayabusa motor is super high horsepower, high top end, right? If I was building a Dune Runner, thought process is there, right? Not for the type of riding that we do. The Hayabusa just doesn't, because it's such a high revving motor. Like, to get its potential, you're riding it at 4,000 RPM, not cruising at 1200.
These are high rev engines too, though. With the
But
CVT
you're not-
transmission.
But you're not riding them at that on a regular basis.
What are you talking about? You're not, because you have a Honda.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because
Sorry.
you actually have a transmission. But us that ride CVT machines,
CVT
cruising
machines.
around, we're at 4,000, 5,000
5,000
RPMs.
I just
Cruising at 10 mile an hour.
we've all seen those guys who did the Hayabusa swaps and whatnot into a Razor. It sucked on the trails.
I have not seen a Hayabusa in a Razor.
There was that guy out at Mud Buddies who was running with a, I think he had an R, not an R1, R. Gixxer. He put a Gixxer motor in it.
Okay, but that's just it. A Gixxer has a transmission. I don't give
But-
two shits
What
about.
I'm
I
getting
don't
at
care
is the
about
potential of the motor is high speed. The type of riding that we do is not high speed. Dunes, absolutely, 100%. Go for it.
Okay, but you're missing the point here.
You change it in the transmission.
So Gixxer has a 6-speed transmission. Yes, you need to be high revving to get through the gears. When you put it into a machine with a CVT transmission, you don't need that 6-speed transmission anymore.
I don't see the potential being brought to fruition with a Hayabusa in a side by side.
I do.
It'd be cool. It'd be cool.
Not only that, it's cool. It'd be fun. If you could make it work with a CVT transmission, it would be cool. I mean, it would work.
It would be cool. Do I see the potential being used to what it should be? No. Side by side blog. Let's put a Hellcat in a CF Moto.
Okay,
saw-
but
What's it good at? Burning tires down to the ground.
yeah, but that's just it though. It wasn't just the Hellcat motor. They did a transmission too.
I saw an LS swapped Razor on TikTok.
the
a while ago.
feasibility of the rideability is not there.
That's why there's
It-
engineers.
It
though.
could be there though.
We cruise trails, low speed.
Hayabusa at 5,000 RPMs.
How many Hayabusas you see on the fucking road cruising at fucking 25 mile an hour
What?
or less?
They're in town.
Yeah, all the time.
Because the law
Every day.
dictates. But as soon as they get on the highway, it's 75, 80, 90, 100 plus.
But again, that's 6-speed transmission versus CVT.
Regardless.
A lot changes the transmission. Well, on my GSX-8R, At cruising 70 miles an hour in sixth gear, I'm right at like 5,500 RPMs.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony,
Uh-oh.
put a fucking Hayabusa motor in Rougarou and smoke everybody. How about that?
Well, he'd have to be outlaw class then.
He already is.
Oh. Anthony. No,
Put a Busa motor in it.
do it. Well, he'd have to make it work with the CVT transmission. That's the problem. If you put since it with gears and stuff, he's got so much to pay attention to in it as it is. You have to like clutch and shift, and you know that's.
Put a Busa motor in it.
If you can make it work with a CVT, yes.
Okay, anyway, back to what we were discussing, the Yamaha.
Yammer hammers.
I would like to see somebody else come out with something that is competitive with the other. Well, let's face it.
High horsepower sport
High
quads.
horsepower. Well, not
let me-
sport quad.
Sport utility quads. How about that?
Yeah, because what I mean, Arctic Cat tried it
Mhm.
when they came out with the
Well, it's-
XC450. I bought one. I love that thing. That thing was great. It was sport styled, but it was 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
No backing. There was no aftermarket for it.
Right.
I bought that because at that point in time, that's when the Can-Am Renegade XXCs came out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I really wanted. But let's just face it, it was Can-Am. I couldn't afford it at that point in time. I bought a $7,000 four-wheeler versus a $13,000 four-wheeler. Like, that's what it boiled down to. Matter of fact, I only think I paid $4,500 or $5,000 for it. It was a good four-wheeler. I mean, your boy rode it for fucking ever.
Yeah.
That was a great four-wheeler. I love that four-wheeler. And it was fun. It was lacking.
Well, yeah, it's 450 cc's versus
Well, it was,
companies are doing.
well, it,
At that point, companies were doing 800,
800s,
7,
850s.
800.
900. I think there was a couple 900s out. But when I say it was lacking, to be honest with you, like it cruised, no problem. It cruised fast. Where it was lacking was
Down low.
it didn't have an identity. It was a sport style quad, and it was single cylinder, big wheels in the back, small wheels up front. Like, it was a sport quad that they said, let's put 4-wheel drive on.
Right.
It was lacking an identity. Knowing what I know now, I think I would have done things different with it. I might have put different wheels, different tires, changed it up a little bit, and maybe it would have changed it. But I don't. With no aftermarket, I don't think it would have. Because there was no aftermarket. I mean, hell, I think the taillights are still in the shed, aren't they?
Fuck, I don't know.
So how much aftermarket is available for the CF Moto and or Segway?
Quite a bit.
CF Motos come around a lot. Super ATVs jumped on board, and a few other companies.
Segways.
I know with Segways have been a little bit slower. Xvideos.com, huh?
Ah!
Hey, it is what it is.
We're all men here. Except for if you're a woman, then still sometimes, you know, we don't got to talk about it.
Segway aftermarket.
I would just look at Super ATV because they're the ones that kind of set the
Art Segway.
Well,
the
the
bar as far as
the-
like
the-
aftermarket.
I was gonna say the problem is
Because if you look at like A-arms or something like that, Super ATV is typically the first one that pops up. Super ATV high lifter.
you're right. Well, I was gonna say is
Why can't we get a sponsor from Super ATV?
that would be cool. I wouldn't be mad at it.
So
I don't know how much is out there for the Segway, to be honest. This is all
might not
Universal
be a lot of
stuff.
support yet.
there may not be because Segway is fairly new when it
They're
comes.
pretty. I only heard about Segway UTVs
OPE.
this year. OPE January this year.
Oh, we had heard about the villains. Like we kind of knew the villains were coming.
Their sport side by side has been around for a couple of years, but like we talked to the guys from Segway at OPE last year, and like I was super impressed right there. Like There's some aftermarket stuff, but it's like your universal stuff.
That's kind of what I'm
You
seeing.
know, the CF Moto, they got a little bit more. What is it? PCF, huge CF Moto aftermarket stuff.
I know,
you know,
Moorhead
lift kits,
Moorhead
more-
Off Road is doing Segway stuff.
Some Segway stuff.
The Jake Moorhead.
Yeah.
Mhm. You know, so there's some companies doing stuff, and it's kind of like the KRX. The KRX was a little slow to begin with, you know, and it was a bunch of smaller companies doing stuff for the KRX, and then
Well, you know the
you know,
Especially
same thing with Honda. You know, yes,
it took a little bit for everything. Well, let's face it, you don't want to go all in and go, we're going to offer all this stuff, and then that specific model fall on its face.
Right, because it takes marketing,
Well,
engineering to come up with these parts too.
yeah.
Can waste your money.
those are kind of cool looking.
But they need to see those are really good machines.
Yeah, these everything I'm seeing is universal stuff.
Universal.
So,
I
I
just
mean,
think
to see that there's something, you know, see that they have a spot for Segway. I don't know what they have for the villain. Yeah, universal stuff.
Yeah,
So if we could get a Segway and make our own gear lift, gear reduction lift, and patent it, we could be the ones. Could be me and you.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't have a CNC machine.
I don't have one either.
Or somebody know how to run it.
Somebody needs. I'll figure it out.
Wait, don't we know somebody that has a CNC machine?
I know a couple of people who can run one.
No, like I'm trying to. This is a segue into something. No pun intended. It's Silverback Garage. They have a CNC machine.
No.
He does.
No, they have a
Arcdroid.
Arcdroid.
Oh, when I said CNC, he did not correct me.
They have an Arcdroid.
My bad. Don't get excited, folks.
Zach was getting excited.
This table lifted. He got excited.
He said the table lifted. So anyway, that's kind of like I'm a little interested. I want to see how the Yamaha. I would like to see this thing come to fruition and
I just
from the looks of it, the way the frame is, that doesn't look like a sport quad to me.
No.
That looks like a utility.
That's actually, and because I've got some experience with this, the Grizzly, that looks just like the Grizzly subframe,
Mm-hmm.
the front end, like it's set up.
Not only that, look at the exhaust.
Oh yeah,
It's not a sport styled exhaust. It's a
but
can.
they have sport shocks on there.
And a lot of people are going to the adjustable shocks.
piggybacks.
Yeah.
You don't need to adjust your shocks on your utility. Some rancher's not going to care that he can adjust the shocks.
You're not buying 1,000 cc to go spray fence line.
You might. There's people out there like, Bruce.
Look at the sway bar.
That's way up there. Yeah, 70 is definitely a muffler. That's set up just like the 570 on an Outlander.
Mm-hmm.
Muffler comes up and off to the side
Yep.
like that. And then everything above that, the 650, the 850, the 1000.
If I'm not
it's all
mistaken,
straight.
the Grizzly was kind of set up that way too.
I can't remember how Grizzly's set up.
I should know this because I did that frame swap on that Grizzly.
You should, but you don't.
Anyhow, meanwhile, back at the ranch,
Right?
I'm having a good time.
Retarded.
We're here to have a good time.
It's been a long day. It was a long night. Long day.
Yeah, changing out a fucking
Water pump.
water pump on your wife's car.
Can we talk about the adventure that
We
had to go on
don't.
this?
No, everybody saw it on Facebook. We don't need to talk about it. Yeah, we do. I blew up a fucking transmission.
Yeah. If you were at River Run this past weekend and you happen to go by an RV that looks old as shit,
some jackass
blocking a fucking road.
Blocking the road.
It was me.
Full Send Off-Road Podcast occupied that space.
For an extended period of time.
Yeah, until who come and helped you out?
Ryan's tree service out of Palestine. That dude was awesome, phenomenal. I couldn't appreciate the help that he gave. I tried to give him money, and he was like, "Put that shit in your pocket. Don't insult me." Like, dude was phenomenal. I wouldn't have got out of the road without him. B, wouldn't have got to a safe place.
Oh yeah.
C, wouldn't have got loaded up onto Bruce's trailer without him. Because let's just face it, we were talking about using come-alongs and ratchet straps, and
That's
not so sure that would have actually done it.
It would work if you had it set up right, but that's a long day.
It was a long day already.
But still, it made it a lot easier.
It did, 100%.
Outstanding guy to do.
So if you need your trees trimmed,
near Palestine, Ryan's tree
he
service.
said he's willing to travel up to 3 hours,
It's 3 hours is about 150 miles.
roughly.
So if you're within 150 miles of Palestine, Texas, look up Ryan's tree service.
100%. And he had one of his guys helping and whatnot. Like I cannot express my gratitude enough. Like, it was phenomenal. And I just made a mess.
Cut off.
Yeah, that's what she said. The other person, and we're kind of jumping around a little bit, but
We can
River Run this weekend.
right.
Brian from Side by Side We Ride.
Oh,
They came
man.
out. You
Brian-
got to hang out with
Yeah,
them.
Brian's
Good
cool.
people.
Melissa is cool.
Good people.
Brian and Melissa.
You kind of got an idea of
Yeah.
like what they do. I helped them film a little bit. Put a 360 cam out there for them on the track. They set up on the trailer. Like having the 40-foot right there. Tell me that was not a good idea.
That was like the most perfect way to set it up for sure. Brian had his tripod set up on the gooseneck of the trailer, overlooking the people that even parked in front of us. It was reaching. He was getting like all the launches and stuff that was going to the pit. It was cool.
So they come out and they hung out all day Saturday, did a bunch of filming, got to hang out with them. If you talk real nice to Melissa, she might hook you up with a shirt because they didn't have any 3Xs, so he just gave me one in general.
I got a shirt.
And I want to say it's either an extra large or a 2X.
I got a 2X. And it fits great.
They didn't have any 3X, and I'm fat. So,
They give me a shirt because I'm cool people.
ish.
I didn't go, so
Well, yeah. I'm just saying.
because somebody's machine is out there in parts right now.
You could have still just rode with me, and we had
I have a 4-seater.
I had to work.
We ended up doing that. That was actually fun too. We all at one point
Piled
piled
in.
into the Talon.
Unfortunately, I had to work.
So, you're working Saturdays now, kind of throws a hink into just about everything. I just want to say, the big thing on this is we used to do it. Well, we do it quite a bit. Is throw Side by Side We Ride out there as far as a great asset. You're looking for something to do. You're looking for an event, a ride. If you're just looking for parks in general and you're not aware of what's around you, go to their website, check them out. They have a list. Like I'm looking right now. November 2024, they have a full list of events coming up. If you're just looking for the parks, you
Did that say Sasquatch Hunt? I didn't mean to cut you off.
you just got really fucking excited.
Yes. What is?
Let me get back to November.
Sam
Sasquatch
Squatch.
Oh, man.
7th annual.
It's in Indiana.
And I'm working, but I would love to go to that.
Looking for a Sam Squinch.
I like Sam Squanch. If you want to go hunt Sam Squanch with me, get a hold of Full Send Off-Road Podcast, and I will go with you. We'll figure it out. I work a 2-and-2 schedule, and just because no one's excited about Sasquatch as I am, apparently, and you get made fun of. But
You don't get made fun of you.
Oh, Sam Squanch. That's what y'all are both doing right now. Yes, I want to go looking for Sam Squanch. Whatever. I'm done.
That was fucking hilarious. So, whew. So if you're looking, if you're not familiar with the area you're in, and you're looking for a park to go to, or you're looking for a trail system to go check out, Off-Road Parks and Trails is their tab that you can click on, and you can search by state. So I know we are still planning on making a trip back up to Washington, our old stomping grounds, which we know exactly where it's at, but just to give the viewers an idea.
Talking about Milby,
LB.
LB.
LB, Tahuya,
Milby.
Capitol
Millie said
Forest.
Milby.
I'm not from Washington, man.
So I'm gonna click on Washington,
Okay.
and they've got the Antietam State Forest up in Yakima, Airway MX Park, Barbecue Flats in Sela, Beverly Sand Dunes. Pronounce that one, Aaron.
Concaldi.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
LB. There's LB Hills right there. LB Hills ORV in Ashford, which technically it's in LB. But
I'm so East Texas. I would
No,
not
it's
pronounce that
actually
LB.
in Ashford. It's Ashford.
depending on the trail you exit, what side of the mountain you leave on.
22,000 acres.
Yes. You
public. It's public land.
Yeah, it's
What
all,
is public land? I
L-
ride in Texas.
it's LBM. It's Land Bureau Management. So it's
BLM,
BLM.
Bureau of Land Management.
whatever. I've been drinking.
We don't want to get canceled.
Anyway. Anyway, so the 22,000 acres. The cool thing about LB Hills ORV is
What's the cool thing about LB Hills ORV?
You know, Aaron, you should tell them about the cool thing about it.
it's
You're a dick.
it's ran by the DNR.
Do not
But
resuscitate.
the
Department of Natural Resources.
the trails themselves are maintained by local off-road clubs.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're not like super screwed up or anything?
No.
I actually just saw somebody posted a video on the LB Hills page on
Mhm.
Facebook. They just I think the caption was who's gonna be the first to test this one out? They had some equipment up there and cleaning up some of the trails, and they cut some new
They
cut some new obstacles.
Yeah, they do trail cleanups all the time up there.
So the way it works up there, at least the last time I talked to somebody and the last time we were up there, is don't cut your own trail,
Absolutely not.
but you can rework existing trails
How would
with
one do that?
permissions.
How would one do that?
Small equipment backhoes with permissions.
Correct. Yeah. So because it's all
DNR land.
DNR land and stuff, there's a lot of logging that goes on up there. So you can't, like, once an area is being logged, it's basically becomes off limits because of safety issues. But there's a bunch of trails up there it's been trails for so long, it's kind of off limits to the logging companies.
Okay.
So
They literally hold an event every year of King of LB.
I knew that, and I know you follow.
Matter of fact, that I believe that is coming up next month.
So they've got
Where you want to go?
You have no clue how bad I want to go.
when we used to go wheel up there and whatnot, it was just trails that just over time have been cut. I mean, there was times when we would cruise through a hole, and it'd be dry. It wouldn't necessarily be muddy, but it could be a dry hole. But you'd be looking at a 10-foot wall of roots and dirt beside you because it's just over time. It's just been cut out and cut out and cut out.
Yeah, it's been dug out. So you'd be standing on the side of the trail and you're looking down into the Jeep.
That's going through the
Going through the
trail.
That's cool.
It is.
That's a completely different type of wheeling than we do.
Oh,
here.
Completely
It
different.
is slow riding, technical.
And there's a
Riding
lot,
is
and,
what it
and
is.
there is a lot of people that are running exoskeletons because let's just face it, if you don't break a body panel, did you really wheel LB?
Right.
Like,
There's a damn
you don't
good
take
possibility
you
you're
don't
going to be on your side.
You don't take a truck up there and go, well, I hope I don't put a dent in it.
So my brand new 2024 Jeep Wrangler that I just put 35s on should not do it.
I wouldn't advise
there's
it.
trails up there that
Well-
I would not take a Jeep on 35s up.
Well, going to the Busy Wall, I do believe that the sign to get onto the Busy
I
Wall
think I have a
says
picture. of the sign.
36s, winch, and don't travel alone.
It says that.
I believe so. Let me see if I
How
can
come-
find it.
They can't put trails like that or signs in front of trails in Texas parks.
So you haven't been to Marble Falls yet.
Marble
I've not done Marble
Marble
Falls.
Falls is kind of
Has
that way.
Marble Falls has signs like that.
Oh.
So, a matter of fact, here's Evans Creek here.
Evans Creek is on the other side of the mountain.
It's in Buckley. It's 6,400 acres is what they travel on, and
That's
it's
still a lot.
it's also it's not it's not DNR land. It's
BLM land.
it's BLM, but it's not DNR land.
Correct.
You know,
No, it's National Forest.
Yeah. So
because
anybody can travel those trails as long as you buy an ORV pass. So you just go down to your local tax office DMV. You pay, I don't know what it is now. I haven't looked it
I
up.
believe it's like $16. It's something.
And you
stupid.
buy, and it's a little sticker just like you get for your boat.
right.
You put it on your buggy.
Is there a way? So if I was to plan a trip to Washington to do that, can I do that online?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
100%.
We already checked into it.
So I can have it sticker mailed and ordered and have it on the buggy ready to go.
Or you can just pick it up on your way up there.
Yep.
Okay.
You just swing in and pick it up. It's like $16 for an out of state ORV tag.
I know
and
we
it's-
did look it up when we
and
were
it's
planning
good
our
for
trip.
like 30 days. But the cool thing about in Washington, especially with LB, and I
So
keep
that's-
bringing LB up because that's
our old stomping
That's
ground.
where we learned how to wheel was LB.
I used to wheel a 1985 full size Ford Bronco on 33-inch tires up those trails.
But you can
Like the trails that he's talking about, that hey, I wouldn't take a Jeep on 35s. I was taking a full size Bronco, but I also treated that thing like if I broke it, I didn't care. I bounced it off of fucking trees. Like I was that guy who was hitting third gear, pinned to the ground, going, if I can't make it by grip, I'll make it by speed. I bounced off of trees. I bounced off of roots. Like I love that Bronco.
the cool thing about like LB and some of these other places is you can go ride these trailheads and then ride into some of the smaller towns on the local roads and go to the gas station and fill up, or go to a restaurant and go eat in your side by side and then drive back out to the trails.
So I'm just gonna give the viewers an idea who doesn't, people who don't.
Is that an Easy Go? They broke their Easy Go.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they broke. Oh, that's
grind hard.
I was watching it earlier. I didn't get to watch all of it. So this will just give you a small idea of what they do up, what we used to do. And
Jeeps and Toyotas are huge up there.
Exoskeletons. That's the boat ramp right there. So
But you have the Moon Rocks in Eastern Washington.
Those are side by side.
this isn't. I'm gonna shut the sound off.
This is the busy
Look
wild.
at the size of that cutout right there.
Mhm.
Like I said, I'm just going to give you a little taste of it. We'll run it for a couple minutes in the background, let you look at it. We'll talk about it. This is a dry day.
Mhm.
There's been times when we were up there wheeling that it had rained for a month straight, and raining on the day that we went up there.
I've been up there with 2 foot of snow on the ground.
Why would you do that?
Because
it's
it's fun.
awesome. Snow wheeling is fucking phenomenal. I don't care what anybody says. Snow wheeling is one of my favorite things to
That
do.
is rainforest, bro. That is rainforest. This is a July 1st trip. July down here, and we're in 120 degree fucking weather. July up there,
75,
80.
Look
80.
how that's cut out right there.
Yeah.
That's at least a 6 foot drop from the
Mm-hmm.
from the forest floor.
Mhm. You see that Razor just lay over?
Yeah. But he didn't have big tires either. How can he go through all
So
that?
big tires up there,
Yeah.
32s.
So my
For-
Razor can go up there?
For a side-by-side.
Yes. Don't get me wrong. There might be some parts where we're dragging.
He's
it
on
through.
stock. He's
Those
on
are big
stock
horns.
tire, stock bighorns.
They're
like-
27s.
So our cousin currently lives up there. Been living up there his whole life, right?
Right.
He saw a picture of Aaron's and he saw a picture of mine because when Aaron was up there visiting, right?
Right.
He goes, "Oh man, what are y'all on? Like 30, 32s?" And Aaron's like, "I'm on 40s," and Alex is on 37s. He's like, "Holy shit, that's bigger than what I have on my Toyota." Like, and he wheels LB. I'm not saying it's easy
Yeah.
just because you have big tires. I'm not gonna say it's easy because that's gonna be a tight squeeze for us.
Yes.
We're 80 inches wide. Plus.
Mm-hmm.
At the base.
So, like, it's gonna be a tight squeeze, but it's a different type of trail riding.
That is completely different. There's a clay wall right there.
This is what we cut our teeth on. This is the type of riding, and this is probably my favorite type of riding, and that's what I enjoyed about going to Windrock because it's similar to type of
You
riding.
want to know how long this trail is?
How long?
When we were wheeling it,
1.8 miles.
6 miles.
No, the main deal of Busy Wild is 1.8 miles. The last time I did it,
The full trail is labeled as 6 miles last time I checked.
the last
Start to
ti-
finish.
So what you're saying is, as a Texas rider, I couldn't
All
just
day.
drink beer and do this because this is really technical.
we drink beer. We drink beer.
We drink water.
Trail sodas.
Trail sodas. Okay, so
But the last time I did the Busy Wild full length, it was 8 hours. Start
See
to
the
finish.
panel hanging off?
oh yeah, he's busted his panel.
But that's a 64-inch machine.
Hmm.
Side by sides do really well up there on the smaller tires because of the independent suspension. It's the guys in the Jeeps and Toyotas because of straight axles. They're dragging axles through there.
That makes sense.
And all these trails get maintained. You notice it's clean. There's no trash. They once a month, every couple months,
They do trail
they do
cleanups.
clean days to where like all the off-roading groups go up there and they just clean.
There's bridges to get across creek crossings and stuff
Mhm.
like that. So like they do the local clubs up there do a really good job of keeping the trails clean.
I'm trying to find if they have any videos. Or yeah, there we go. Any video from the Rock Garden?
No, the Rock Garden's not going to be on the Busy Wild.
Yeah, but most people put.
Pull up King of LB.
So, if I'm living in Texas, how far is Washington? You think again?
It's a 28-hour drive.
Ooh,
It's a little rough.
that's a long way to haul a trailer.
So this is the boat ramp at King of LB.
Where's all the boats? I see zero.
That was a
boats.
KRX, by the way.
Oh, that's basically a boat.
So you see how a lot of these
But
guys
they-
are running. There's an X3.
But they do. There's a UTV class. There's a truck class. I really want to go and go check this out.
It's fine. It'll buff.
He's dragging tire.
It'll buff out. All right. So bam. This is common.
Hey, look, that radius rod is broken.
Both radius rods. Do you not see that? It is clearly fucked.
Look, they got big tire, small wheel.
That's what I just went to.
Here's a KRX. Looks damn near stock.
You might have a long travel. Yeah, he's dropping tire like far.
This is.
He's got 4-inch boxes on it. Or do my eyes deceive me?
Those are 4-inch boxes.
Yep. He's got boxes.
Man, Okay, I mean, it looks cool. I'd go watch it. I wouldn't want to do that. Who wants to sit there?
This is well, because you get labeled King of LB, and he made that look easy.
Okay, this little Toyota truck was gonna do it.
Well, I mean, you can call it a truck if you want.
It's a tiny.
That's what all my friends. That's what they ran. They ran Jeep Cherokees, Toyotas, Suzuki Samurais, Jeeps.
That's what I cut my teeth in as a Suzuki Samurai up there.
That one time we pulled a Toyota like that out in 2 pieces,
Mm-hmm.
snapped it in half on the Busy Wild. We pulled it out in 2 pieces.
How hard is it to get over that wall of tires out there?
It's not that bad.
Seems like there's no
Most of these guys are running 35s, 37s. You'd be hard pressed to find anybody over 40.
Those are 43s.
You sure?
Yep.
How can you be so exact? That's a 43.
No, those are 43s because I was looking at those tires put on the KRX.
Those look like fucking.
Those are 43s. I promise you.
I'm about to fucking freeze frame this bitch and go back and see if we can read the
Zoom
fucking
in.
number. Yeah. Really? Because they don't look much bigger than those fucking tires, and they're not 43s on that X3.
No, those are XT370s.
Those are
probably
Or
40s.
40s? I don't even think they're 40s.
Those are
Those are stock
No.
wheels. Those are stock wheels.
Those are 37s.
Yeah. If you're lucky.
Those are 37s. Because
You'd be hard pressed to find anybody who runs those trails on a regular basis over a 40-inch tire.
Yeah.
That's not a fully built rig. And I mean like fully built.
It's a total, and you go from
Look.
LB Hills, OHV Park.
Boat ramp.
Difficulty level extreme.
Recommended full cage, 4-point harness, dual lockers, winch. Left side of obstacle is closed to motorized vehicles. Recovery okay on right side. Built and maintained by the Watch This 4-wheelers by our off-road group. That's who built it and maintains it. Like almost every big obstacle has a sign like that.
Yeah.
We don't have anything like that in Texas.
And they had to get permission to build that. Here's a KRX. Those tires look familiar, Aaron.
What was that? What are those?
XT400s.
XT400s.
Are they the 400s or the 300s?
No, those are 400s.
They're cleated. See, he's got no traction on the tires. That's what I was talking about. But everybody was coming on the right side too. He's trying the left.
And
He's high-zettered. So, like, but this gives you an idea, like
making a trip to LB to go wheel in the side-by-sides, this is definitely a bucket list trip for me.
here you go.
There's a log in the way.
This is one of the trails.
He's gonna go over the log. Yep. Don't care about that log. All right. Well, there's something to say about all that, but I'm not going to say it. What about you, Aaron?
What's that?
I don't know. That's a little bit different from what we're used to down here.
Here's a full-on rock bouncer.
Can't. Wow. Yeah, he made it like it's nothing.
Full-on rock bouncer right here.
And he's gonna fly over there you go. Oh yeah. Why even have the log there? It does nothing. Those are cool. The rock bouncer guys.
That's a totally different breed of people.
Yeah.
That-
The guys that drive those, that's a totally different breed of
That's
person.
super high horsepower, ridiculous fucking suspension and
right.
full tube chassis that says, "Fuck it." I love watching Busted Knuckle.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the Rock Bouncer series.
The guys in the Arkansas guys, the
Mhm.
Tennessee guys, like those. That I would love to do something like that, but I don't think I'd have the nuts for it.
Jellicoe is on my bucket list. I'd like to go back to LB. I definitely want to go back to Windrock.
So, like I said, this is King of LB. So it's just like King of Hammers. They mark off a path. You have to make it
It's a race.
It's a race. We did like the Busy Wild was kind of our. That's what we did.
But there's a bunch of trails.
There's
You
what?
got the Alder Trail. You got the Water Trail. Not the Water Trail. The Swamp Trail. You got the Busy Wild. It's been so long since I've been up there. Shit, the last time I wheeled up there was 2011, 2012 was the last time I wheeled LV.
Long time.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's. I hate when it does it. I hate this thing. I hate Windows 11.
Just hit escape.
Escapade.
It's copy. So, like, there's the Rock Garden. I fucking love LB. I really wish we would have made it this past year. Neither of us could have done it as much as we wanted to.
So, on that note,
But yeah, good. I mean, just go check out those websites. Make sure to go check out fucking. Oh.
Side by side we ride.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that one. Lost Riders app. Go check out the Lost Riders app. Make sure to use code FULLSEND for your free 7-day trial. Check it out. See if you like it. If you like it, keep signing up for it. Multiple events still coming up. The big one, I know the big one that I wish I was going to. Aaron wishes he was going to. Zach probably would like it. Is at River Run again. It's going to be Battle of the Builds, the final stop on the 8th through the 10th of November. Unfortunately, we can't make that. That is the finals, and they're doing over $12,000 in payouts for that. For me personally, I don't have any events scheduled for myself. I have some family engagements to focus on, and then some things going on with the side by side, getting it ready, and then of course, anybody who got stuck in the traffic leaving River Run. Sorry.
Oh, but tell them what you're thinking about doing.
No, we're not bringing that up right now.
Not gonna bring it up.
No.
Well,
You know what we're doing. This is a poll. All right, I'm gonna put a poll on Spotify. I might even do it. I might even do it
just
on
do it on YouTube.
On YouTube.
But you can do both.
Should I LS swap the RV?
Transmission went out.
Transmission blew up. I can do an LS swap with a new transmission.
For like $1,500 more bucks.
Yeah, for a little bit more. So, serious contemplation. Everybody else I've talked to around here, including Aaron, which everybody knows is Captain Negativity.
Pretty negative.
Just saying.
I'm a realist.
A real dick.
That's
Even Aaron was like, "And why aren't we LS swapping it?" So it's a thought. So give us your comments on it.
Comments. Poll to LS swap or not to LS swap? That is the question.
Make sure to go check us out on TikTok. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. If you want to talk to me directly, I am the one who runs just about everything. Aaron's also an admin on the Facebook. Direct message us. We still have some hats for sale. And message us on Facebook for that. You can email us directly at fullsendpodcastmail@gmail.com. That's fullsendpodcastmail@gmail.com. Zach, thanks for coming on. We really appreciate it.
I had a good time.
You added a little je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi.
What, you got any socials that you want everybody to check out?
Not really.
Not really.
I'm a boring person.
No. He don't like socializing.
Yeah.
One of the funniest fuckers I know, and has no problem conversating with anybody.
Oh yeah.
But I don't like letting anybody know I like to talk.
No, it's the devil.
Anything else, Aaron, you can think of?
You wanna mention our sponsors? Aaron? Would you like to?
No.
No?
Do you not want to do it?
Please
Do what?
mention our
Sponsors?
Yeah, there are sponsors that they.
Oh gosh, if I have to.
All right,
Spit it out.
Trashy Inc.
Oh, trashy.
Well, we did get to hang out with Cabo and Trey.
Did get to hang out with Cable and Trey. Cool people.
You're just mad because you weren't there.
Not mad,
They-
jealous.
Oh,
Oh.
jealous.
I like hanging out with
Didn't
with
realize
Trey,
you were jealous.
with Treybo.
With
Treybo.
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 Yeah, the couple, the Treybo.
So-
So,
Treybo.
I kind of coined that term.
I like it.
Every time I would go to say Cabo, I'd be like, yeah, Treybo. I mean, Cabo.
Trashy Inc. You can get them at trashyinc.life for all your merch. If you're in the Denham Springs area, you can swing by Elite Power Sports and get your shirt or hat right there. Shout out to Dale's Fun Center.
Dallas Fun Center.
Bringing
Family
fun
fun for over 40 years.
We all know it.
Who else?
Come on.
Spit it out, son. KB Longhorn Welding.
KB Longhorn Welding. You can get him on Facebook.
At KB Longhorn Welding, 361 Racing.
361
Racing.
Hey, shout out to Roberta for locking
record
new
holder.
record holder for the fucking stock class.
Yep.
Roberta Fisher.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
What else? Who'd you get? You got Trashy. You got KB.
Trashy. Yeah.
You got Dales. You got 361. Okay.
Right.
That's
Silverback Garage.
Oh yeah, them guys.
for this wonderful space that we call our own for, the hour and a half that we do a video.
That's fine.
And the work that they're doing to my fucking buggy.
Well, mine's coming too. If yours turns out as good as I think it's going to, then mine's going to get a similar treatment.
That's
I'll
part of
tell
the
you
reason
what,
why
you
I
only
did-
need to go to Silverback Garage if you want professional people working on your UTV. If you want Joe Blow down the road to do it cheaper,
You
go
call
there.
me. You call me.
Well, I guess you could do that too, but that's still pretty good work. I paid you to do the maintenance on my buggy,
And
and
I did.
I was out of town,
And I did it at Silverback.
and you still came to Silverback and did it. Yeah, so
I only did it over here because, let's face it, I was going to do it at the house, and then everybody was hanging out over here, so I was like, well, fuck it. And Aaron's like, I'll give you a hand if you come over here. And I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah, it's because I was here working.
Yeah. So, if you do want to build a machine, or if you just want to get your maintenance done, go check out Silverback Garage, Victoria, Texas. If you want to see us and hang out with us here in the next couple weeks, Hot Rod Riot
Yes.
car show
Victoria, Texas.
in Victoria, Texas on November 2nd
Yeah, it'll be
at Riverside Park.
We'll have a couple of reveals.
Coming. Yeah,
so-
gonna have a couple of reveals. I'll have my buggy down there, of course. Silverback's got some things they're working on that they haven't revealed to anybody that they're gonna have out there. So I mean, come check us out. Come check out the local community and check out the cars that are gonna be out there. Because last time I went to a Hot Rod Riot, man,
There's been
there's
a
some
couple.
pretty fucking cars, like beautiful cars, like whole cars out there.
There's some car builders in this area. It's a whole
Mhm.
different industry.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them around Victoria, but
And they've been real accepting of the off-road
oh
community.
yeah, they're still good guys.
Like, it's not just, like you go to some car shows and they're just like, it's just for classics, or it's just for Corvettes, or it's just for imports.
Right.
I've been to Hot Rod Ride a couple times. Like, one year we took the mule down there just to ride, to get down there. And we had people go in. There was a bunch of golf carts, mules, stuff like that people were checking them out because they were built different.
Yeah.
And when you're a motorhead and a car enthusiast, you appreciate building regardless.
Right. Yeah, whatever.
Like, I don't sit there and look at a Mustang and go, oh, that's it. Like, I just like Mustangs. Like, I see a truck and I think the same thing. Like, I see a
Oh no, I feel that way about
well-
Mustangs.
no, the way you feel about Mustangs. Look at Mustang.
I had somebody try to trade me. Never mind. Go ahead.
Anyway.
What I'm getting at is, if you're a motorhead and a builder, you appreciate building no matter what it is.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
can
yeah.
appreciate the work.
Absolutely.
Build
Absolutely.
quality.
The work.
The work. It takes a lot of work.
And
It
passionate.
takes a village.
Passion is passion.
It takes a village.
Sometimes it takes a village.
Passion is passion. If you have a passion for something, it shows.
That's true.
So, all right. Well, and on that note, we've exhausted our ability to find anything else to talk about. And in Aaron's famous words,
click like and subscribe. Ring that bell. Is that what it is?
no, those are
That's
Bruce's famous
Bruce.
words.
Oh.
That's Bruce.
Aaron's famous words are
Deuces.
no, not that. Bye. Bye.